Hey guys, welcome to today's video where I'm going to be showing you my Freddy Krueger mask collection. In one of my last videos I touched on my Freddy Krueger glove collection, so in today's video I'm going to discuss the history of the Freddy Krueger mask. The history and the evolution, if you will. So if that's something that interests you, please stick around. Let's talk about Freddy Krueger. So right over here is the A Nightmare on Elm Street, the Freddy Krueger section of the room. It's where I have a bit of a shrine to A Nightmare on Elm Street going on over here. Got a little bit of everything, and that's where I store my Freddy Krueger masks. So literally what I have here in front of me is the Freddy Krueger mask evolution. Starting over here is the first available Freddy Krueger mask made by Collegeville Costumes, who were known for making the plastic vacuum formed masks, mainly worn by children back in the day. This one here came out somewhere in the mid 80s. It came with a vinyl smock. All of their masks, for that matter, came with vinyl smocks, and the character on the mask was also on the vinyl smock. They did it for Freddy Krueger. They did it for all the members of KISS. It's what Collegeville Costumes offered. You got a mask as well as a vinyl smock. This was the first readily available Freddy Krueger mask. And I have the complete mask and schmuck here in the box, what I have inside of this plastic enclosure. Because here at the House of Strum and Skull, I'm all about the preservation of horror, so. So A Nightmare on Elm Street, the first movie, was released in 1984. It was followed by Freddy's Revenge, which was I think 85, followed by Part 3 Dream Warriors, which was released in 1987. So, I mean, in that period of 3 years, Freddy Krueger was born and literally became a pop culture fucking icon. Like, everybody knew who Freddy Krueger was. You are all my children now. Including children, because this one here is a size medium. It's like for 7 to 8 year olds. But then you had adults also interested in, you know, some Freddy Krueger cosplay. They wanted something better than a plastic vacuum form mask with a string on the back. They wanted something better, and Collegeville answered, and this was their answer. This guy right here. Collegeville Costumes branched out to Don Post Studios, who were responsible for making this mask. So this was a Collegeville Costumes mask, but made by Don Post Studios. This mask has certainly lasted the test of time. This one, it's coming apart in some places. It is slowly deteriorating. This guy is definitely showing its age. A very thin latex mask made by Don Post Studios. Don Post Studios, who at that time could not afford the license to the Freddy Krueger image, but once Collegeville had requested all these orders to make these guys, well, then it was then that Don Post became profitable. Freddy Krueger saved Don Post Studios. And this is what Don Post Studios did. Another mask that's showing its age. Not nearly as much as this guy, but it's still holding up. This one I could potentially wear if I wanted to. I'm pretty comfortable, I think, with putting this one on. But yeah, this was a Don Post's mask, which was a lot better in comparison. This one is a super thin latex mask. This one here was much thicker. Although they look a lot alike, this one has a way better sculpt, and the teeth were sculpted into this one. This hat was also used for both masks when they were sold. When this mask was sold, it came with this hat. Likewise, they used the same hat on this mask as well. So there you have it, the evolution, if you will, the beginning of the Freddy Krueger mask. Alright, so moving on. As the Elm Street movies continued, you get into the early 90s, early 2000s, even up until right now. There are masks out there like this. These were made by Rubies. And there are many masks out there like these ones. First of all, this one, the sculpt on it is crazy. Like it's quite the sculpt, but I was never happy with the mouth. I never really liked the mouth on this mask. But there are a lot of masks out there like this one. Likewise, this is also a Rubies mask. I mean, it's not too bad. The sculpt here is not too bad. There is a lot of masks out there available that are just like generic Freddy Krueger masks. Anyway, I have these two masks in the collection. I bought these years ago. These are both Rubies masks. This one is a very thin latex mask. Both of these were purchased sometime around the early 2000s. This one came from Walmart. It's only a 3/4 mask, so it doesn't cover the back of your head. But yeah, these are masks that I've purchased throughout the years, and I just hung on to them. I even had this one rehauled by a lady in, I think she's from out of Miami. On Instagram she goes by Lipstick Legion, and yeah, I think she did a terrific job of making this guy, just 100% better. These are the 3 Freddy Krueger masks that were offered, I think, starting somewhere around 2021, perhaps. I remember it was during the whole fucking COVID period, and yeah, I have all 3 masks made by Trick or Treat Studios. This one here, you might notice, looks a little bit different than the other 2. This one was rehauled by Rick Fisher of Sick Rick Masks. He buys up Tots masks, and in this case, I think makes them better. This is way better looking right now than it originally did. But I have the part 1 mask right here. This was actually the first one that I ordered straight away. Again, A Nightmare on Elm Street, the first movie from '84, is my favorite in the franchise. If you're interested in knowing my ranking of the Elm Street movies. I have done a video on that, so if you look through my Nightmare on Elm Street playlist, you'll see that video there. And for whatever reason, maybe it was due to lawsuits or contracts or something, Trick or Treat Studios did not make the Part 3 Freddy mask. So what they offered was the Part 1, 2, and 4. So I have that here now. Alright, so now I'm raising the bar here in terms of quality by showing you my WFX Dream Master Freddy Krueger mask. This one is made of silicone. I don't have too many silicone masks here in the collection, but this is one that I purchased like very early on in my start of collecting masks. This is one of the earlier ones that I purchased. It's probably one of the most expensive masks that I have here in the collection. I'm not going to put it on right now. There are videos on my channel of me wearing this mask, and yeah, I mean, take a look at it for yourself. It's quite realistic when you, in appearance, when you wear a silicone mask like this one. So it has the chest piece here that goes down inside your shirt, as well as a portion of your back as well, your shoulders. You know, I've gotten comments about this one not having any lip cupping. It doesn't conform to my bottom lip as much as it probably could. But man, you won't hear any complaints from me. I fucking love this mask. You know, love the feel of it. And this is one that I purchased through the WFX Etsy web store. And I can't really think of anything else to say about it other than that. You know, it looks like pepperoni pizza. So, you know, it fits the profile of Freddy Krueger for sure. And with having something so expensive as it was, I made sure to get a proper display form to display it, you know, and keep it in this shape. My understanding is that silicone does last for years, so if mine is going to last for years, I prefer if it was displayed like this on a CFX display head. And this guy did not come with a fedora, so what I've been using with this mask is a Ruby's licensed Nightmare on Elm Street fedora that fits and works well with this mask. And there you have it. That's my Freddy Krueger mask collection. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm planning more collection videos here in the future. I just don't know in what order I'm going to go next, but I have a feeling it'll most likely be swaying towards Friday the 13th. Thanks so much for watching. Like always, I'm hoping that you will come back to join me again for my next video, because I don't make these videos for myself, you know. I mean, they are fun to make, but ultimately I make them for you, my viewers. Thank you so much for watching, and that's today's video. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content such as this. We'll see you all in the next one. Later.